It was a pretty satisfying moment because it's been one of my dreams probably since I was a freshman, and had a lot of coaches help me get there with Brock, and then Leeser helped me a lot.
It just says a lot. I love playing with him too. Seeing him and all the other kids that he plays with every match or every tournament, seeing the smiles that he brings to those kids' faces, just knows that they're playing stress-free out there. They're not really worried about the game as much. They're just just flowing.
There just isn't much that ever dampens Kyle Benson's demeanor on a golf course. Certainly not the expected nerves of a first-ever state tournament appearance, nor the stacked field with which he would have to reckon. Because you see, from a bigger picture standpoint, it's really kind of hard to get fazed by difficult pin placements or worked up about pace of play when you've already stared down both pediatric cancer and spinal fusion surgery before your sophomore year of high school. Twin health crises that put into sharp relief just what a significant accomplishment it was for the Highland High School junior to be on any course at this point in his career, let alone amongst the most elite high school field in the state of Missouri.
Listening to his story, and having him in basketball and golf, it's a fun time. Seeing him battle every day. Out here it's kind of his go-to. This is what he loves to do. He bleeds golf. He loves it. And I'm glad that I could share this moment with him.
When diagnosed back in 7th grade with Ewing sarcoma, a rare form of cancer that attacks the soft tissue around bone structures, there were concerns as to just how many more of those moments Kyle would be afforded. Come August, however, he will mark 48 straight months of clean scans and cancer-free existence, a blessing here lost on no one. And yet the cruel reward for winning one battle was a deteriorating situation with his spinal cord, one that saw him undergo fusion surgery on May 22nd of 2020, from his T2 to his L2 vertebrae. Difficult stuff in a vacuum for anyone, but utter torment for a golfer.
After cancer, I went to the specialist, and he told me it was at a 45-degree angle, and at 50 is when they do surgery. At that point, I had a lot of questions if I'd ever be able to do any type of sport again. And then the next time I went back, it was at 50, and that's when I started to get a little worried. And of course, he actually told me he had one guy who got the surgery in one state from it. So then I figured, it might not affect me too bad, which it hasn't. About the first 2 months was pretty painful, I'd say. All I could do was really sit there and just stay as still as I could, or else it'd be pretty painful. And then after that, all I could do was putt and chip for about 3 or 4 months, which that has helped my game a lot, just putting and chipping.
And perhaps that is what is most impressive of all here, that golfer's perspective of being able to immediately put the bad behind you, whether it's something as ultimately inane as a double bogey or as intense as a pair of the scariest fights of your very life. Kyle Benson has proven in the aftermath of all of this to be more than equal to this or any fight, and strengthened both in his love for getting to play the sport.
It definitely gave me another love for the game, just being able to go out there and play as much as I do. So,
you're going to get put in some rough spots out here. You never know where the ball's going to go. You're not going to hit it perfect every time. You're going to get in some sticky situations on the golf course, hitting it out of bounds, hitting it in the water, hitting the hazards. You got to be able to fight back from that. You got to put that aside of you. And just next shot is our next approach. That's our mindset here. Is our next shot has to be a great one.
I'd say just never give up.
And emboldened to carve out an even grander future within it.
I would definitely love to play college golf, and some things I need to do better is I'd like to get some distance on me, and then just a little bit better touch around the green would help.
Getting a little stronger, taking the time in the weight room, that he has to build a little bit of strength. What strength that he can build. I know he struggles building strength and all that, but there's stuff that we can do, some flexibility stuff, stability stuff, to make his golf game a lot better. I'm going to make a push for him to find a college, that fits him well, for golf and for whatever major that he decides, because I know any program would love to have his kid. He's a fun time, great time, make you smile. He's not gonna, you don't have to worry much about this kid. He's always on time. You never gotta give him a call, Kyle, where you at? He's always going to be there waiting for you. So he's very special.